Good morning, my pretties. It is Sandy here from my sewing room in Calgary. Oh, have I got a witch of a show for you today. I hope you can stay tuned and see all about a ghoul's night out. Yes. All right, before we begin, I have some greetings to do, some shout outs. Oh, yes, I want to thank everyone who joins us on Facebook and YouTube and watches very often, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 10:30. Yes, we really appreciate it. We think that you are exceptional. Yes, so thank you for your likes, your loves, all the sharing that you do, and the comments that you bring to me. I really relish those. Yes. So I see that there's an audience for the Witchy Day today. Good morning, Tina. I hope that we can cast a magical spell over you and let you have an enjoyable day today. All right. So I have a few shout outs. So I'd like to say hello and shout out to Ruth C, Glenda I, Helen O. I am so looking forward to you flying into Calgary. I think you're flying, or are you driving? Did you park the broom, or are you driving? Anyways, we look forward to seeing you in Calgary at the store on Friday. Oh, or this weekend, right, Helen? All right, continuing shout outs. I see Tina B has already joined us. Michelle G, Loanne F. I'm so glad you stopped in the store the other day to visit. It was good to see you. Thank you. And shout out to Rita B, Ken F, Dorothy T, J.C., Mama J, Kathy S, Ann L, Chris L, Sandy W, Auntie Joan, Jean J, Mary Z, Peggy N. And I have a confession to make. My next shout out is to Carol Ann M. A couple of things. I do apologize for squirreling away that Bernina hoop in the brother side of the store. I am so sorry. I'm sorry that you made a trip all the way to the store and they couldn't find it. And they asked me when I came in this morning, and I said, oh, yeah, I remember taking that hoop from our lovely Marjorie. I remember walking it in and sticking it on the brother side instead of the Bernina side. So I do apologize. And Carol, and I think Cam was going to call you and let you know we had that hoop. We do have that hoop. It was just Sandy doing that. I'll put it somewhere safe, and then nobody knows where that is. Anyways, I do apologize, and I hope you enjoy your clamp hoop when you come in to pick it up. All right, and the other thing is, she made a trip in. Dear Carol Ann made a trip in yesterday to bring me something, and we could really use this. Myself and the Flames could really use this. This is the cutest little hockey gnome. It's got hockey skates, and it's got jerseys, and it's got sticks and helmets and pucks on it. And all I can say is we're going to call this the Rally Gnome, because I'm telling you, the Flames need a little rallying. Yes, the Rally Gnome. And I want to thank you very much for Carol Ann for the Rally Gnome. We shall all worship the Rally Gnome and hope that we get a win. All right, excellent. Thank you so much for joining me. So I just want to say hi to Glenda. She says it's beautiful where she is. I'm saying we are having a perfectly witchy day today in Calgary. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of those fall days that you just want to sit out and enjoy. All right. But I want to know, why don't witches ride their brooms when they're angry? Well, just because they might fly off the handle. You know how that happens sometimes. All right, let's get started today. On Tuesday, we were talking about some projects for Halloween, things that some young people who might be at home and need some entertainment might be able to do. And we talked about some pre-made kits that Dawn had made. We talked about some from the Crafty Company, from Patch Abilities, and from Kimberbell. And some of the ones that we had from Kimberbell were not only Christmas, but Halloween needle punch. So I thought I would do today a little needle punching for you. The project that we selected to do is called Ghoul's Night Out. So it's perfect for witches like myself. So let's have a little look at what we are going to try to work on today. Are you ready? Close up, everyone. Here it is. This is Ghoul's Night Out. Now this sample was made by one of our little ghouls, that would be Julie, and you can see it's very beautiful. It comes with a pre-made flower, and you do all of the needle punching on a really lovely oval hoop, and it just turned out so beautifully. Okay, so this is Ghoul's Night Out. And it is a Kimberbell punch needle embroidery, and you can make it in just a few hours. So let's open it up and see what's in our beautiful kit. Okay. There we go. And let's pour it all out onto the table and talk about what's in this kit. It says, let's get loopy. Oh, well, she's come to the right place if that's what she needs us to do. So it does say that it includes everything you need to experience the joy of creativity. Punch needle, plus. All right, so let's have a look. It tells me that in this kit, we are going to find a flower. So that's beautiful. We are going to find some thread, embroidery thread. I'm thinking that is to put on maybe the little thread in here where the spider sticks out from the hat end, and some legs. I think that might be where it comes in. All right, what else? Let's open up the package and see what Kim from Kimberbell has given us. Okay, opening up. Here we go. So let's see. So this is different than we had before. This is the monk's cloth, and I know that on previous needle punch shows that we did a series where we started from scratch and did it right from the beginning, and we actually had to mark our monk's cloth. But look, this is all pre-marked. Isn't that beautiful? So you don't have to do what I did, and that's go to the window and hold it up. If you had a light box, you were ahead of the game. But there it is. It's pre-printed. So that's beautiful. So we have, we do have a prepared monk's cloth, which is good. Okay, so let's see what else is in our little treasure trove here. It gives us a punch needle tool. So this is really cool. And let's see if I can get this open, get that out. There's our punch needle tool. It's really fun. And you'll see that it is, if you can look, probably, I don't know if you can see through the hole there. It's hollow. It comes out the other end. And it comes out the end where the needle is, and it does a little curvy thing. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But that's the punch needle. And then, of course, in order to do the punch needle, we need a thread, a needle threader. This is what we're going to use to do our yarn. Maybe if I put it on my black sleeve, you might be able to see it. There it is. Okay, so we've got that. So that is the punch needle tool and threader. Embroidery needles. Oh, in this little package. Cool. Open it up, and there are some really cool needles, and oh, they're so kind, they gave us a needle threader as well. Can't see that, but there it is. So that's good. That must be for that thread that we have here. Okay, because we have embroidery floss black, so that's, I think, for that spider. So that's good. And then we have a pretty pink silk flower, which is lovely. Let's take it out of our bag so we can have a better look, so we don't have the glare off the plastic. Okay, that looks good. That's just thread. It's good. All right, so what else do we have? Oh, we got a nice little package of yarns, and we have, they are acrylic, so they'll be soft and lovely, and they will be fun. So we have black, which I guess we can probably say will be parts of the hat and the spider. We have, oh, look at the pretty pink and oranges. We have pink, which I can see where it goes on the hat. We have orange, which is for the band of the hat. And then we have the gray, which is the background for the punch needle. Isn't that sweet? What else do we have in our package? Well, of course, we have Ghoul's Night Out. It tells you what materials. It tells you all of the colors that you've got. It tells you what you're going to do by hand. It tells you what else we need to do. And it does tell us to retrace this thing, the package. Okay, we'll get into that in just a second. The last thing that's in our package, of course, is an oval hoop. And I don't know how many of you remember when I did this the first time. It came like this. And I panicked and went, that's the wrong hoop. That hoop is going in the wrong direction because it's supposed to go to the side, not oval, but oval this way. And my dear Dawn looked at me and she said, it's okay, Sandy, if you've never done needle punch before, it just comes undone. And you turn this part sideways and then put it into your hoop and center it. And you have the oval going the other way with the handle up here. So I'm so smart. So that's what it looks like when it's done. All right. Now, so there's some really great instruction for this. And I want to show you how to do it. She does give us all instructions as to what to do when, but right here she gives us a scan code for a video. So using your phone, we're gonna, oh, did you want to see that picture? Oh, let's go back for a second. Let's just show off the puppy dogs. That's Tater and Harley. Okay. All right, puppy dogs. Let's take our camera. So I've got the camera up and open, and I just focus on that. Once I get it into the location, there it is. I focus on this, and you'll see right away. Okay, I need to move it up so you can see. You'll notice that as soon as I focus on the scan, it gives me a link to the kimberbell.com. Let me turn it this way a little so it's not glary. Focus camera, there we go. It says show options. Let's just push on that because it's going to go to the Kimberbell site, and it's going to give us a series of punch needles by Kimberbell on how to start this series. And the fun thing about it is you can do each one individually, or you can just punch here and it says play all, and the next thing you know, here comes our girl.
And welcome to Kimberbell's How to Punch Needle series of tutorials. I'm Kim Christopherson, and I'm so excited to share with you my tips and tutorials for making beautiful punch needle projects for your home.
Okay, I'm going to skip that one. I want to go to where it shows us how to do the needle.
Okay, let's go ahead and learn how to thread your punch needle.
Okay.
So here I have my punch needle. Right here, of course, is the handle that you'll be holding on to. And then you've got your actual needle here, and that's shown in gold. And on the other side
okay. Let's get her a little louder so you can hear her.
Okay, let's go ahead and learn how to thread your punch needle tool. Alright, so here I have my punch needle, and right here, of course, is the handle that you'll be holding onto, and then you've got your actual needle here, and that's shown in gold, and on the other side of the curved edge of that needle, you're going to have a little hole like you see here. Alright, now the other thing you need to have for this is something called a needle threader, right? And that's going to help us put our yarn through that needle. And on one side of that needle threader, you're going to have a white tab here. And then on the other side, you're actually going to have a curved bend right there in that wire. Alright, now when you're ready to thread that needle, I want you to take the label off of your yarn and just unravel it a little bit so that it's nice and loose. You don't want this tight
nice and loose.
Go to thread your needle or even when you go to punch your project. All right, now that I'm ready with all of those three parts, let's go ahead and thread that punch needle tool.
Okay,
to do so, I'm going to take a look at this little rounded side, and that's where I'm going to place my curved, the curved area of my wire.
Okay, curved area of the wire. Up through
the bottom of that hole.
Okay.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
So if I've got my
I got it.
wire here,
okay.
I'm going to place it up through the hole just like so. All right. Okay. Now, certainly it will, absolutely go straight up. But instead of it going straight up, what I actually want you to do is to bend that wire so it goes through the tunnel all the way to the end of your needle. Now, how you're going to remember that is I want you to think about this little guy as being the train, right? If this is the train and the train needs to go through the tunnel, here's what you're going to do. Okay. You're going to bend this or move this wire up. You're going to bend it over to go through the tunnel, right? And just continue to let that train go right through to the end.
I gotta say that she makes it look easier than it is.
That's just an easy way to remember how to thread this needle. Once you have that train, so to speak, or your needle threader through the tunnel, you're going to have the curved edge on this side waiting to be threaded. So just take one end of your yarn and place it through the middle of that loop, right? And you've now got just a little tail hanging off of the edge. And now you're going to pull the train back through the tunnel with your little tab. And continue to pull till it comes out through the back hole.
She makes this look a lot easier than it is. But anyways, I'm threading it through and it should pop out the bottom of my tube any second. There it is. Oh, every time I let go, it comes out. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to put my hoop through that hoop, open it up, put my thread through, and then I'm going to pull it back through this way. There it goes. It brings my thread through right out the tip. And then we want to just take that off the hoop. Okay, and then we are going to just back this up so we just have a tiny little bit. Okay. And now we are going to start to punch. All right. Oh, we can shut her off for right now. Okay, but that was a fun thing to do with her things. And then you just punch. You punch it so we get the end through. Okay, punch it so the end is through, and then you just bring it back out and punch again. Okay, there it goes. And you just keep going. Okay, it's not staying up there. Okay, there it goes. Just keep punching, punching, punching. The good thing about this is you just have to pull it out if you make a mistake, and you can just wiggle your rope like that and the mistake goes away. So let's have a look. She's also got other ones on how to actually punch, how to trace. Okay, so how to trace your pattern, how to do appliques, how to do flat stitch, loop stitch, satin stitch tutorial, punch needle tutorial, and how to do running stitches, learn how to do the French knot, the lazy daisy knot, just a lot of wonderful tutorials. And that was all just by scanning the QR code that she offers in the pattern. So much fun. And within an hour, look what you can get. So this is Ghoul's Night Out. Now, there are lots of different Halloween projects that she's made for Punch Needle. So the other one we have is Jack-o'-lantern, which is really cool. So this is a Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee kit. And it's just made in a few hours. It's really cool. So if you don't want to do any Halloween ones and you're getting ready for the Christmas season, well, we have Christmas ones as well. She has brought us, oh, I guess I took them back out front, but she brought us some Christmas ones. So if you're thinking of, oh, it's too close to Halloween, we can do Christmas, that is a great option. All right, and I see a couple more people have tuned in. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Nancy. Nice to see you guys. Anyways, that's my mess of needle punch. Julie's is much prettier. I haven't got mine done yet, but that's what it looks like. It's really cool. All right. Now, I have a whole series of announcements for you today, so let's get started. But what happened to the naughty witch at school? She got expelled. Yeah, you know how those witches go. They're kind of, Anyways, why don't witches like winter? Too many cold spells. Yes, I'll save a couple for later. All right, my dears, let me see, my little pretties. Just a reminder, we are getting very close to the end of October. And to start with, our 24th anniversary event that's going on at the store will end on Sunday, October 26th. So if you would like to get in on some of that lovely fabric we have, come on down to the store. I'd be so happy to measure that out and let you take it home for 24% off. So just a little reminder that our event is almost over. All right, also coming soon to the end of October, of course, is our Bernina accessory of the month. And if you'll remember, we did a lovely job of doing the piping foot number 38 earlier this month on Facebook. And it is now 25% off until October 31st of this year, 2025. So if you have not got this foot and you're going to be doing any kind of piping or Velcro or putting on any kind of lovely trim and rickrack, this is the foot for you. It's an uneven feed foot and it works like a charm. Okay, so that's the accessory of the month for October. Don't let it go flying by without catching one. All right, also this month, just to be reminded, Bernina has their lovely wish book out. And this is the Sew Your Story wish book from October 1st till December 31st of 2025. They have some awesome deals. Bundles. You would love a bundle. I'm sure you'd like to take home a bundle. Yes. And Brother as well has right now their creative gifts for magical holiday season. Okay, and theirs is running from October 15th until December 31st of 2025. So you could have Brother by your side. Yes. So those two have still got their wonderful sales going on. And the last one, just to remind you, it is the OESD holiday celebration, Candy Christmas. And for the month of October, if you buy $59 worth of OESD products, you too can have the Candy Christmas cards and ornaments. They're beautiful designs. And if you'd like to see them in up close and in person, come on down to the store. Our lovely Anne has already done these projects and we have them on display so you can see exactly what you get. Right, Anne?
What is it?
It's the OESD cards and things, ornaments. Our Anne has been very, very busy this month. So pop on down and come and see those. Though this one will be available until October 31st. And then we switch over in November. And I can't wait to tell you what we're doing in November with them. All right. There's a few more things I need to remind you of. Are you ready? Because next Tuesday, we have a special Zoom event. So it's going to take the place of Facebook and YouTube next week. It is called the Rope Ghost Mug Rugs. And I will be here to show you how those really sweet little ghost mug rugs from Bernina we all can sew. We can do them. It's free of charge. All you have to do is register because we need that email so that we can send you a Zoom link. And I would just love to show you how to make those fun rope ghosts. Okay, so please sign up. And you say, how do I do that? Well, call us at my sewing room, 403-252-3711, or go to our website, mysewingroom.ca, find events, community, and education, see the drop down menu, click on calendar, go to Tuesday, October 28th, and register. Either way, we would love that. Or come see us. We would love to show you some of our beautiful fabrics, our gorgeous machines, and we can sign you up for classes at the same time. Now, maybe you don't want to make a mug rug. Maybe you want to make a beautiful quilted jacket for the coming fall winter sessions. Ooh, Miss Anne has got a class for you on Saturday, November 1st, quilted jacket class. I'm so excited. If you want to come down to the store and look at the samples that are at the door, we would love to get you registered for that class. It goes 3 Saturdays in November, and at the end of that, you will have a most gorgeous jacket to wear for the Christmas season. Ooh, wouldn't that be lovely out of Christmas fabric? Yes, don't forget that part. Oh yeah. So please give us a call. Sign up online or come visit us and get signed up for that class. That's Saturday, November 1st. Also on Saturday, November 1st, Kyle would like me to remind you that Doris is teaching the Long Arm Renter Certification, and it starts at 10 a.m. on the November 1st, Saturday, $150 plus tax. Once you've taken that course, then you have the opportunity to do some of your own long arming on our machines. It's only $30 an hour to do that, and you will always have someone there, whether it's Kyle or Doris. They're there to help you out with your project. So good. And this is the time of the year that we need to be thinking about finishing our Christmas projects. So keep it in mind. So one last little thing. On Sunday, November 2nd, Miss Anne has got a wonderful rope bowl sew-along class. Oh, I've taken this class and I had so much fun. And after just taking that class, I was able to teach other people on the floor how to do it. So just take that class on Sunday, November 2nd. It's only $20 plus tax. Starts at 10:30. By the time you're done at 2:30 p.m., you have a whole sample. Absolutely gorgeous. And they would make great Christmas presents. And we do have the samples, the book, and a brand new book on rope bowl baskets there for you to go through and have a little look. It's beautiful. Anyways, those are our classes coming up this week, in the next week. This week, of course, we have social sewing Thursday and Friday if you're interested in coming in. Saturday is Calgary Sews, and then on Sunday is Anne's last day of the quilting first class. So I can't wait to see what their projects look like and how beautiful they are. Oh, you are such a great audience that I've got to tell you, where does a witch park her ride? Well, in my broom closet. All right, I have an audience today. I would like to say that I think it's April and Rob, right? From Trentex. Woo! So you know what that means, everybody. New fabric coming. So Anne is right now perusing all of the beautiful colors and things that are going to be coming to us. So I would like to say, I'm so excited. Send money. Yes, it should be so much fun. All right, one last joke before I sign off today. What kind of makeup do witches wear? Mascara. I know. Rob had a little smile. I hear the giggle. All right, it's great. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. And remember, we have a few wonderful Halloween projects for you to work on. Sign up for my ghost class. And then I have a very special event coming up on Thursday next week, just to get you in the mood for not only ghosts, woo, but maybe a little preview of what's coming for the Christmas. I cannot wait. Let me just give you a little glimmer. Are you ready? Little glimmer. Oh, look at that curated package of beautiful fabrics. Ghost Blues 2 curated fabric bundle. Ooh, let's have a look close up. Isn't that gorgeous? Dawn just created these for us. And why, you say, why? Because there was a book out not long ago called The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. And there's a sequel called The Little Ghost Quilt Winter Surprise. All right, there it is. There it is. If you too want to have that cute little ghosty, we have got you covered. So next Thursday, I will be reading to you The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. And then in November, we will be doing The Little Ghost Quilt Winter Surprise. So anyways, just a little preview of what's coming to a witchy station near you. All right, my little ghouls, my very pretties, I have to sign off now and go back to work. See if I can find some other things to get into. You have a wonderful weekend, and I will be here